Yeah. Yeah. Guess who came back with a large fucking fist to eat the Brooklyn blast furnace? I brought your ugly bitch with me. Your shit is sus. Ain't nobody trying to hear you talk. When Jimmy's on the mic, they take your whack shit and turn it off. It's real life, not them stories that you punks say. He made it out alive, and he's relatively unscathed. So subscribe to the podcast and share the post and tell your stupid friends to do the same. You heard it here from Coast.
I'm going right now. I don't care. We're on.
Oh, wait. What do you mean? Like right now?
Right now.
Oh, man. What's going on, man?
Rolling. Oh, look who it is.
Oh, it's Jimmy.
Oh, look, my man. Anthony Russo Jr.
Junior. What are you doing here?
I know. You're in my room. Listen, bro, I was thinking about it. Besides, like, the 2 years that I killed the podcast on purpose.
Yeah.
Bro, I started this shit in, like, the end of, like, 2016. We're going on, like, 9 years, 7 of doing the podcast. Why is this the first time you're on it?
I don't know, man. That's
you on in different. Well, not even this one. I was on the Gongo podcast with you and your brother at the Lucky 13 benefits, several episodes.
Yeah.
But never on this one.
No. We did a few Gongo. We did a couple growing up, not growing olds, but never this one.
Right. Well, now look at that.
Am I in your room right now?
You're in my bedroom.
But I don't see
and I have pajama pants on.
They got little Jason Voorhees masks on them.
No, those are in the living room. What, the dolls?
Yeah, I'm looking for the dolls. I'm trying to find
No. I have bobbleheads over on this side. The dolls are in the action figures are in the living room, like beyond this wall on the other side.
Yo.
Yeah. I have records though.
Yo, I'm looking at the top of your head right now. What's happening?
I know. I moved the computer so you can see the records at the top.
I like the way you coordinate shit in there, too.
Well, you've been in here.
Yeah, bro. Remember that conversation we had? What'd you tell me about the fucking...
What, that it was done on purpose?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a fucking the red wall bleeds into the brick.
Bro, that's when I kind of first moved in here. There was a fucking ton of fucking knuckleheads. What was funny about that, well, besides a lot of things, was throughout the whole day, I had friends that I'd known for since the fucking 7th grade. And then there was friends that I met in Howard Beach that I know since I'm like fucking 17. And there was like 3 or 4 clusters of friends that I knew my whole life that never met each other. So
that's
it was like
weird, right?
It was weird. I was like, these guys never met each other because different fucking phases of life and places where I lived and shit. Next thing you know, it's like, bro, at one point there was like 20-something people in this fucking apartment at one point. And then, yeah. But yeah, it was because I have my Slayer with that. It doesn't say Slayer or anything on it, but it's just the skull from the South of Heaven record. And it's right on the opposite side of this wall, as a matter of fact. And the frame has a tiny little edge, like a little gold trim, really slight. You gotta look at it.
Talking about.
Right? And I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Nuts. And then you see that lamp? There's another one over there. And it has this same gold little thing. And I was like, look, you see how it matches? That's by design, bro. That's not an accident.
No, that fucking trim. That's some shit. That's linkage right there.
Bro, no. You know what that is? That's being a fucking OCD retard.
Hey, listen, it could be worse things than that, right?
I like my shit a certain way. I'm super neat. I've always been. My mother never told me as a little kid to go clean up my room. That was my sister. She was a slob animal bastard. Me, I was always mint.
A slob animal bastard.
Yes. That would be hard.
You know what?
Still to this day, guaranteed.
Yo, listen, when you have somebody like that, you have to fix it yourself or I lose it. It's like if I see that, I want to make it worse.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that how you like it? Now, how about this?
Yeah, and it doesn't even gonna make a difference to you because you're
No, I'm just gonna fuck myself on that one.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah, that was funny though. There's a whole bunch of years in this fucking house. That was when I first moved in. So
yeah,
I didn't have my. Oh wait, you were here because I had the big TV and still a box in my bedroom.
Yeah,
it was delivered that day.
Yeah,
My boy Ian and my boy Tommy fucking chipped in. They were like, "Yo, good luck in your new apartment." They got me a 70-inch TV. And
they brought Pizza Wagon.
Oh, I had Pizza Wagon. I had L&B. I had a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I had a bagel wheel. I did. I had a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, that was when I first moved in, so it wasn't like decked out. Like I didn't have like all my shit up on display yet.
How long you been there now?
Over 3 years.
Holy fuck! Has it been that long?
Yeah, bro. Like 3.5 years, I think.
So I was at your apartment fucking 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro. That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yo, as you get older, it goes fast, right?
Oh, it's crazy. I was talking to you before. I found those pictures, and I was like, bro, that was Punk Rock Barbecue somewhere on the island a decade ago.
10 years. How the fuck bro? How does that even fucking happen?
2015. Almost a decade. Because I don't know what month it was. Probably summer, but coming up on a decade, bro.
How does that even fuck? Yo, as you get older, it goes fast and it's fucked up because you turn around and things go by and your kids are big. Like, my son's got a D for you. How you doing, Dad?
Yeah, I know. What is that?
Fucking crazy, man. My daughter's going to get her nails done. Like,
oh, my daughter's getting her nails up. My daughter got her nose pierced, her fucking industrial thing. She's talking to me about eventually when she gets older, you have to bring me for a tattoo. But you know what, though? What do I expect?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Her mother has tattoos.
Right.
I have tattoos. I was never into the piercing thing, but girls are, whatever. Hey, listen, and she tells me all about myself.
Oh, listen.
And I can't even say that she's wrong.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
I know, I'm like, yo, but sometimes she bugs me out, bro, because she's 15, and she bugs me out because sometimes we'll be talking about shit and about whatever. Like, I can't even explain like a certain specific topic, but then she'll just be like, she'll have like this crazy insight and like this take on it, and she'll fucking blow me away, bro. It's like, you're actually like mad smart, and like, and she bugs me out, bro. It's like, and then I have to think back. I'm like, I remember it feels like yesterday you were the size of a football. You know what I mean?
Yo, they have their moments, right?
And it bugs me out, bro. Bro, she's more of an adult than I am when it comes to certain shit, for real.
Yeah.
And she has like this insight about other adults and people that used to be in my life and shit like that. And she'll fucking boom, 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 boom. And I'll be like, well, fuck. Like, you're not wrong. Like, how?
Yeah.
It bugs me out, bro.
Yo, let me ask you something.
She's like a fucking adult.
Sometimes, like, when I'll be with my daughter, right? Oh, man, forgive me.
Shout out to Val.
Sometimes I look at her and her facial expressions. I see her mother.
Oh, yeah, me too, all day long.
And I want to turn to her and be like, listen, Val, you're grounded. For what, Dad? Nothing.
Nothing. I just become dead out of my shit. I just feel like you should be grounded now.
I can't, bro.
Yeah, there'll be certain things like she'll make a face, and I'll even tell her, I'm like, you just turned in to your mother just now.
I do the same thing. I'm like, you got to look at your mother.
You just morphed right into her for a minute. Bugged out.
I don't know how my daughter feels about that when I tell her, though. I'm like, you got to look at your mother right now. She looks at me like with evil eyes, like, ugh.
Yeah. They're like, what are you talking shit?
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, pretty much am. But listen, go in the other room for now.
Yeah, I can't look at
Fix that fucking thing.
uh,
What are you gonna do, though? You know?
Yeah, bro. It's awesome though, bro. Bro, my daughter's starting to go to hardcore shows and shit. She thinks it's fucking cool, bro.
Your daughter got a nose pierced.
Yeah, she has two of them.
Oh man, my daughter went 2 weeks ago.
She has this fucking thing which I don't like. The bolt thing. What is that? The septum? I don't like it.
It's the bolt thing.
It's the bolt thing.
The bolt thing works.
It is that, and then she has a small little hoop on this one of them. She has two.
Yeah, my daughter's like,
that I don't like.
I don't like it either. She's like, I want to get my nose pierced. I told the piercer, make it a clear one so nobody sees it.
Yeah, I made a glass one. And then she has the industrial thing, which I don't mind. But you know what it is? It's like me and her mother's remarried and shit. But me and her mother have a fucking great relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's a good
drama. Thing. There's no drama. There's no bullshit. I walk in their house like I live there, and no one even bats an eye. It's like, oh, it's just Jimmy. You know what I mean? I'll go in. Nikki will be fucking Alexa's mother. Nikki will be like cooking shit, and she'll be like, "Oh, you gonna stay for dinner?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right." I'll sit down. I'll eat 2 plates.
Alexa's mother, Nikki.
Right. Right, gotta do these things on this fucking podcast.
Listen, you gotta be specific on that.
Yeah, or all of a sudden the birds start chirping and we don't.
Yeah, no, we don't need no chirps.
No. So yeah, but everything is fucking cool. But like, if there has to be a decision made, like my daughter said that she wants her eyebrow pierced, I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
I say no. Her mother says yeah. I say no. It doesn't happen. So, but if it's opposite. If I say, yeah, I'm good with something, and her mother is like, no, it don't happen.
See, that's good because
you have that.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing because me and Val's mom, sometimes things happen and then I find out about it. Yeah.
No, we've always been cool like that.
That's a good thing, though, man. It's very important, too. You got to have some kind of... You got to have a level playing field, man, because things can get really bad. Like,
oh yeah, next thing you know, Next thing you know, your fucking kid hates you, or you hate the other one. Next thing you know, they're fucking, they don't like you. Next thing you know, you don't fucking know what school they go to.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? That's when the only time I bite my tongue is when that shit happens. I kind of bite my tongue, and that's hard for me.
Oh yeah,
it's hard for guys like us to do that, but you have to for the well-being of the child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When it comes to stuff like that, I'm easy. Like, all right,
I'm pretty good too.
I'm good with that. Other aspects of my life, no, not so much.
Well, you know what? When you become a parent, you become number 2 anyway.
100%. That's how it should be. And I'm good.
But that's how it should be. That's how you got to do it. If you don't do it like that, you're a fucked up dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or woman, whatever you are. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo, I gotta give a shout out to Big Rob. Yo.
The last episode was a doozy.
Bro. Yo, Big Rob, man. Good shit, buddy, man. Shout out to Big Rob Castoria, man. He's a funny fucking bastard. Yo, just to hear him talk, bro, it reminds me of the old school.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like old school street dudes that just don't exist anymore, man.
Right. And what's funny, we were talking before I pressed record, it's like, we talk like this all the time. But then when we hear somebody like Rob talking, and then we listen back to it, it's like, yo, it's crazy. I don't hear myself when I talk. People look at me like I'm nuts. Like, bro, do you hear yourself? I'm like, no. And then if I hear myself like on something like this, I'm like, wow, I sound like a fucking jerk off.
Listen, you ever listen to yourself on somebody's fucking voicemail? How I think I sound is, hey Jimmy, what's up? It's Anthony. Give me a call back. And then I press replay, and it's more like, Jimmy, this is it. Don't.
I know.
Call me back, asshole.
I know. It's
terrible. Oh, just so now I know. Never press replay. Just let it fucking be.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But the old school guys are the fucking best, man.
100%.
Sal was up here from Florida a couple weeks ago, and I met him over here in Englishtown.
Okay.
Sworn Enemy played, and I got to see Incendiary Device play. I got to see Sal Enemy, Pooch, Stevie Malibu, and those guys. And yo, it's bugged out.
Old school guys.
Yeah, we were talking. Me and Sal were talking about like jamming out to TKA.
Oh, I never liked style.
I can't help it. It's in the blood. Just
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like for like one song, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember this dumping out of a window with an IROC Z.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, it never spoke to me. I thought it was very light in the loafers.
It's all right. It's a little sugar in the tankish, but you know what, bro? There's something about. I guess growing up in that neighborhood, I heard that all the fucking time.
That's why,
yeah, hip hop, that type of shit.
Yeah.
How I lean towards hardcore, I don't know. Like, I guess because my father was like a rocker. He liked rock, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess fucking, I don't know. That's how that happened. But if you put it on, it's hard to not have this thing happen. Right?
No, next thing you know, you're tapping your toe, then you're cutting the rug.
I'm ready to start kick dancing.
That's terrible, too.
Oh, my God. I could run up a wall. But, yeah, I was... that was a good job you guys did on that other podcast, man. Yo, what's going on with the scene out there, bro?
I don't know. I pick and choose the fucking things that I go to.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's like this band, that band. I'm like, this band, and this band will bring out this person and this person and that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I think I'm good.
I'm good. Like I'm never bored, bro. Like I find shit to do no matter what. It doesn't make a difference. So I pick and choose my shows. Like, bro, like in like 2 weeks, I'm going up to Albany solo, bro. I don't even driving up. I'll get a hotel room right across the street from Empire Live. I'm going up there. It's the Brick by Brick fucking record release show, and all those guys are fucking awesome. So it's like I'll go up there. 25 to Life is playing with Jay Way singing, and there's a whole big thing going on. There's like 6 bands, so I'll go up there early on a Saturday. I'll fucking take my time. I'll stop. I'll fucking look at some fucking things. I'll go to the show. I'll crash first thing in the morning. And I leave. You know what I mean? Like the show I saw you at the other night on Long Island. I got those tickets. I'm like, Fire is Murder. Audie's a good dude. So, and Steve Gallo. So I'm glad they played that. I haven't seen Murphy's Law in a long time. And AF, why the fuck not? I'll fucking
absolutely.
Long Island and just go fucking hang out for a little. It was a fun time. It was fucking good. Jimmy G is one of the greatest frontmen ever. Hilarious.
Yo,
It never stops. He's never fell off.
No, Yo, I got to tell you, man, all these years doing the same thing, bringing the same energy to the stage every fucking time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's amazing, bro. And how old is he? He's got to be pushing 60, right?
He's in his fucking 50s, of course.
I would say at the least 57.
Yeah. Got it.
No?
I would say somewhere, give it take a year or two, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, think about that, bro. He's been doing it fucking... I saw him for the first time in 1988, right? And he was doing it before that.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Same energy, same attitude, banging out Jägermeister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drinking beers. Fucking crazy, man. God bless.
God bless, bro.
Yeah.
Look at Vinny's thing, but what is he, 68?
Yeah, man. I mean, think about it. When were we at? When was it?
68 years old. He's got a mad bull tattoo and fucking hilarious. I was bullshit with him right before they went on. He was like right there. I was bullshit with him. Fucking hilarious. He's nobody is like that guy. And
nobody.
Nobody.
He's exactly who he is. He's funny and he doesn't try to be. He's
No.
just his whole fucking thing. The things that he says, bro.
He's a character.
I didn't get to see him that night, though. I wanted to at least say hello. Like, oh, fucking brute. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a trip, man. But,
I saw him from across the room, and he's walking around. He's looking around, doing this. And then he sees me, and he stops. And he smiles. Oh! He's from across the room. Like, oh, here we go. It's just...
He doesn't forget anybody ever.
No, he doesn't.
Check this out. So my friend Eric and my friend Bobby, we went over to Hardcore Tattoos when I don't know if he owns it anymore, but he used to own it, right? Or something, a partner.
Yeah,
so
partners or something like that.
Yeah, so we were over there getting my friend Bobby was getting tattooed. I think my friend Bobby met him twice. 2 fucking times.
Yeah.
So my friend Bobby was a sanitation worker. He was working 12 to 8 somewhere in Williamsburg. He's on the back of the fucking sanitation truck. And he hears, oh, yo, Sandman. And my friend Bobby, he goes, I turn around. It's that guy fucking Vinny Stigma. He was like, buddy, Paisa.
He fucking remembered him.
Fucking remembered him, bro. Crazy. On the back of the truck at like fucking 2 in the morning. Like, but that's cool, man.
Yeah, old school. Lives on Mulberry Street. Walks around. He's like the fucking knows everybody. It's
Yeah. And you know what, man? He's definitely, like you said, there's nobody like him.
No.
Nobody.
There's nobody like it. Vincenzo Carpuccio. There's nobody.
Yeah. Nice Polish name, huh?
Yeah, Polish.
You know,
yeah, but it was a good time, man. I think I even told you right before Murphy's Law came out, I looked at you. I was like, I haven't seen Murphy's Law in like a while. Like, I think I'm like a little excited right now.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't seen them in a while neither, and they were fucking tight, man.
Yeah.
They sounded fucking great. Well, they always sound good, but I guess maybe because I haven't seen them in a while, they sounded fucking great, man. Oh. And last year, too, last 2 years or so, I haven't been going too many shows. But I went to a couple recently. I fucking miss it a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I didn't go to shows for a while. And and then I went to, I don't even know what show it was. I think it was Violence at the Brooklyn Monarch.
Yeah.
It was basically Sean Killian and a bunch of people, but it doesn't matter. And I was there and I was like, I fucking miss shows, man.
Yeah, man.
And then I went to another one. And I went to another. I'm like, oh, yo, this is all right, man.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now with that.
Yeah,
like, you know,
hatchets were buried, and it's like everything is fucking mint, and it's like, yo, man, it's good shit.
What are you doing for Utah today? You're not making that?
That is, I think, the day that I'm landing, taking a red eye, landing back from California on this insane 19-day road trip I have planned with my daughter.
Oh, yeah. You told me that. Yeah, you're not going to be able to make that.
It's a red eye. It's like I already booked the flights. It's like, it's like I'm leaving at like 9 o'clock at night Cali time. So we get fucked for the 3 hours, plus it's a 6-hour flight. So I think we land at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be all fucked up. Plus, bro, I mapped it out, so it's gonna probably be. I'm driving around 7 states, bro. It's like 3,500 miles, and I'm gonna be driving before I do that.
It's safe to say you're not making that one, huh?
I'll try. It all depends on how I feel.
Listen, I gotta walk in there and I gotta see the light hitting your fucking mane. And then when you turn around, we have that dumb smile on. Hey, look at you.
Isn't that what I asked you? I was like, how'd you find me? What were you doing? Looking for the mint mane? You're like, I was.
All the straight lines, not one of them was off.
I know. 5 days in.
Fucking crazy, man. Well, you know what? That's one of the good things about the shows too. Like, of course, some people you see like, yeah, how you doing? Okay, yeah. But then, like, I see you over there. I saw Rob, and you're like, oh, what?
It's a good time. It's like
it's like a little feel good moment.
Is this right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
like
for
when I
you,
first got there too, it's like I see all these people, oh, what's going on? What's going on? It's cool, man. It's cool. And
wasn't it a lot better seeing these people without social media?
yeah, of course.
Like when I used to see people at shows, like people you don't see for a while, you know, like say me and you, for example. Well, maybe not us, but I'll use that as an example. Like if I didn't see you on Facebook all the time and I just saw you like every couple months of the show, yo, what's up, man? How's it
Yeah.
going? Good. Now with social media, I get to see all your beliefs. Like, you know, and
Yeah.
all this stupid shit you follow and vice versa that I
Yeah.
fucking don't like. But you know what? You know, I don't fucking care what you like or what you don't
Right.
like, but everybody pushes it on each other. So
Yeah.
now when I see people sometimes, oh, I'm like, all right, yeah, I gotta go this guy, I gotta go
Yeah,
that way.
100%.
So much better without social media, bro.
Yeah. I see you and your beliefs.
Yeah. You know, which I would rather do without. I don't tell you mine.
I know. I know yours though.
But you know what? That leads to a lot of beefs on the scene, man. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people start banging. All of a sudden, they know each other for 10 years. One guy posts something, the other guy doesn't like it right away. You fucking don't like the person. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
understand.
lame shit, bro. It's fucking lame, bro.
It's worse when you see the guys that are older, like our age, like 45, 55, and they start fucking,
Yeah.
bro. I, listen, I can't with this too. I was bugging out. I was laughing about this before we came on, bro. So this guy puts on a mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
Puts on a hat,
Mm-hmm.
has a vest,
Uh-huh.
hovers up with a hammer and a screwdriver,
Oh yeah.
and then goes up to somebody. He did all that planning,
Yeah.
all that fucking like covert shit, and then goes up to the guy and be like, "Yo, check this out."
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then winds up getting this shit kicked out of him and winds up naked outside of the cold.
Yo, I heard some funny shit about that last week.
Yeah.
That while they were stomping him out, like he wasn't making a sound.
No?
What the fuck?
Yeah, when you like meat?
What were they doing? Kicking fucking raw fucking meat? Like, Jesus.
I don't know. And I said that when he got dragged outside, his pants came down. He was naked.
Yo, he got a pair of balls, I guess, you know? It's a pair of
Is
balls.
it balls or is it absolute stupid? I think it's. I think it like I think I mentioned it with Rob. I was like, you know how people like they're suicidal, but they can't. They don't have the balls to do it themselves, so they'll rob a bank and then go outside and aim a gun at cops and get killed. Suicide by cop. I think it's like suicide by hardcore scene. Like,
Bro,
what are you doing?
it's like a good example is like somebody who's smart enough, right, to rob a diamond store, right?
Right.
They rob it, they get away with it, and they get pinched across the street fucking selling them.
Right.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
You
Dumb.
know, yeah, like you go in there with a disguise and they're like, yo, man, check me out.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah, whatever, man. There's like so much shit going on with social media. That's why I scroll through. I look at you. I look at a few people, and then I bounce the fuck out of there,
Yeah,
man.
me too. Me too.
Yeah, you can't.
I have way too many other things going on. Do I look at bro? So listen, if I'm at work and it's fucking slow, I'm not gonna sit there and stare at a wall. I dick around on my phone. I look around, blah blah blah, whatever. I post, a couple things. But if you notice, I'll post besides like pictures and shit. Like I have like hardcore pictures, me, you know, whatever shows.
Yeah.
I post something. A lot of times, like I'll let it sit there for like a day and then I just delete it because I don't like the notifications on my phone and shit. I just get rid of it. I go about my day and I plan road trips and real life outside shit with people and
Yeah, like real like conversing, like as opposed to fucking. Yeah, I don't know,
living
man.
my life on a foreign screen by no fucking stretch of the means.
Like. Oh man. Speaking of wheelchairs.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I got it. I had an issue with a wheelchair guy too. He ready for this one? I got called a white nationalist.
Of course you are.
But whatever. I mean, you know, I didn't get to wheel him down the stairs or nothing like that. But whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did did you see what so and so posted about you? No. Who?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't care. Like I don't care.
But like I said,
They're posting things about me, cryptic things about me. You can tell no one's stupid. It's like,
cryptic.
yeah, it's like, oh, but their friends are telling me. How old are you? How
Yeah, man.
old are you?
You know what? If I go on, right, I see more beef between older people now than I do with the young ones. Like,
I guess it's boredom. You don't have anything going on in your life. I guess I don't know.
shouldn't you look in the mirror though? Yeah, look in the mirror at that point. Like, you're back and forth on videos. Yo,
Yeah.
like when you
What am I
see
doing?
something, yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. But go do something with yourself. Go
Yeah, really.
fucking go gallivant. Go do something.
Go gallivant. Go lollygag somewhere.
Yeah, you know what? Do yourself a favor, man. Stick a knife in your stomach. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. How about you go somewhere and you do something? And how about this fucking crazy idea? Don't even post about it. How's that? Keep it to yourself.
yeah, right. No,
Bro, there's so much shit that I do. No one has any idea. I don't post everything.
because it's not for everybody.
So it's
You
business,
know?
and then you know what? At the end of the day, nobody cares.
Yeah, but they act like, bro, that whole social media thing just fucked everyone and everything. Everybody's life is a smile. You're a miserable fucking bastard. Just stop
100%.
it. The more smiles you post, the more miserable you are.
Yeah, 100%. It's a
Bro.
fucking highlight reel, and it's bullshit. You're not gonna post that you're fucking living off of this person to get by. This one's doing that. This one's that. No, settle down. Settle down.
You can't win on Facebook either. Not that you can't win, but if I'm looking and somebody's all their smiling pictures, I'm like, yeah, bullshit.
Yeah,
And then
100%.
if I see somebody like posting hardships, I'm like, ah, fuck you.
Yeah, yeah.
Where
Why
the fuck-
are you? What are you asking for sympathy? Oh,
What's worse?
both. Flip
Yeah,
a coin.
you know what? I'm gonna do a GoFundMe because my mental health isn't right.
I can't. I fuck.
Hey,
Mental health. No, you're not just an asshole. It's a mental health thing.
yeah. It's not you being a total fucking jerk off, right? You got PTSD because somebody called your name in the 4th grade.
Right.
Yeah,
You
I
deserved
actually
it.
I saw that one time. Like when somebody was talking about racism when they were fucking in like the 5th grade. Yeah, somebody called me this. I'm thinking to myself, you're
You're
52.
52.
Yes, you're 52 years old. You're fucking holding on to that. You need to be a victim that fucking badly.
Oh, career. That's what it is. A lot of people, career victims, bro.
Where does that come from?
That's an empty person, bro. That's an empty person that needs validation from strangers in any form possible, whether it's negative or positive.
100% right.
They need any kind of attention, no matter if it's negative or positive. They just need to feel like they're engaged or a part of a conversation of something, like to feel needed, even though that they in the back of their head realize and know that this is also bullshit. But in that moment, it's filling that little empty fucking pocket in their fucking chest.
You couldn't fill that with anything else.
Girls fill it with dicks.
Yeah. I got a person I work with, right? Every day she comes in with a new fucking, like a new ailment. My knees, my back, my elbow. And you know, at first, you know, I'm not cold hard. At first I was like, oh, that sucks. You got
I
herniated
hate people
disc.
like that.
Yo, now I hope she falls down the fucking stairs.
I know a couple of people like
But you
that.
know what I mean. Not really.
100%. Hypochondriacs. I'll be on the phone with somebody. Oh, Jim, you don't understand. My shoulder. I threw my back out. My ankle hurts. Why are you calling me listening? And I don't even tell you said the perfect word. I'm like, what's your new ailment today?
Yeah.
I have no time. And I'm sorry, I might sound like the biggest jerk off in the world.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have no sympathy for you at this point. I don't.
yeah. You know what?
care.
Your
You
back
look for
hurts.
sympathy. You look for sympathy. You are barking up the wrong fucking tree. I ain't the one.
And you know what? I feel the same way. And guys like us is why they go on Facebook.
Right. Did you see how? Because you're supposed to be. You're so insensitive. Fuck.
Yeah. Your back hurts, your neck hurts.
Call me
Your
what
Aunt
you
Rosie passed
want.
away. You know what? Act accordingly.
Yeah, call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Oh
Like
God, yo, we
legit, don't care.
can go on and on with these people too. Every once a month, her baby's sick.
Yeah.
The baby's sick. The baby's sick. And then I found out she lives in a hotel. I'm like, well, your baby's sick because you're in a hotel in like Elizabeth where people have sex. Maybe if you fucking got them out of there.
Yeah.
Bro, yo, people are fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah.
The baby's sick. Well, maybe because you're living in fucking bed bugs.
Right. Right.
You know?
When was the last time you vacuumed your hotel room?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe soap some stuff up.
You
Do a little fucking cleaning.
I don't know.
Or maybe, what's a good idea? Maybe move the fuck out to an apartment.
It's probably the best option.
Oh, Lord. I'm getting aggravated.
I know. I'm getting all pissed off, too.
Fuck, man.
Over like generalizations of people.
Yeah.
But a little bit of cryptic fucking little fucking.
A little pointed, but not direct.
Right.
You can't do that, you know what I'm saying?
I can't do that. And then like people will probably post things about what we're saying when this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, fucking Ant and Jimmy, they were talking about you.
Right. Were we?
Yeah. You get a hate mail. Hey, listen, if it resonates.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you know what?
Yeah. Wait, what did I
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you anyway.
Yeah. Fuck out of here. So when's the Abrita Pot band reunion show?
Well, it's funny you said that. 2 weeks ago, I spoke to Chris, and he said he has somebody that plays drums, and I have one of my guys says they'll play bass. So we might do something, but then after I heard that, total fucking radio silence.
No.
But you know what though? I haven't jumped on it yet. Like I haven't really.
When was the last time you guys played a show?
It could be Murphy's Law. Shit, I can't even remember who played. But you know what? I wanted to say too. Kevin Scondato is the one who booked it, man.
Rest in peace, Kevin Cassar.
Yeah. What a shame, man. He did us right for that show too. And what sucks about that, I was gonna start doing more with him.
Where was it?
Where?
Blackthorn, probably.
Yeah. It was at Blackthorn, and he had mentioned to me about doing some other stuff too, and I was kind of excited because he was like a decent dude. He didn't seem like but anyway, yeah, he was a good dude. He put us on there, which was great. And after that, I started having band problems. People are unreliable in hardcore. There's no money there. Right. So it's hard to find people that just want to play. Like, sure. So, but yeah, but anyway, rest in peace. Good dude.
I know Kevin for a long fucking time, dude. In like 92.
That long, huh? Wow.
Yeah. Yep. I was working at a bagel store on Ocean Avenue and Avenue Z. That's where I met Mike Scondato. That's where I met
no
John.
Shit.
That whole neighborhood. That's where I met John from Candaria. That's where I met a lot of people. They all used to come in there. And I used to work
from there? Is that the area
around that area, yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone used to come to Bagel Boy, everybody. And at night, and I didn't really there was also and then like there was a couple of years there. Then I went into the service, and then when I came back, that was when I got thrown out, and I was working back there again. That was in the end of '98, And that's when Castle Heights was in full fucking swing. And I was working in at night, right before Kevin used to go to Castle Heights. He would come in and he would get a large coffee with milk, no sugar. All the fucking time. I remember his order, bro. And he used to come in all the time. And
yeah, long time. Wow.
Yeah, long fucking time, man. Yeah, like I said, his brother used to come in there all the time, and that's how I met those guys, through that store.
See, I didn't meet a lot of people until late because the people I hung out with were not at the hardcore.
Right.
Like I was, and my friend Eric was, but we didn't really like all those people we hung out with on 13th Avenue. None of them were really into hardcore. I actually picked that up when I was in Long Island, and and metal. I did the metal thing, but so I didn't really meet a lot of those people until A Breed Apart started popping around. I mean, I've seen them on the scene throughout the years. Like, they know me, I know who they are. But I didn't really meet all those guys until, like, later on,
Yeah. I got into all this shit, and I was around for a while, and L'Amour's and CB's and all that, all in the early 90s. And then once I joined the service, I was gone. So I missed, like, a lot of the wetlands, a lot of Castle Heights I missed, because I just wasn't around. And then I moved, before I went to the service, I moved out of Brooklyn. I moved to Howard Beach, and I was too young. I didn't have a car yet. You know what I mean? I was too young.
Yeah.
So I met a whole bunch of people from Howard Beach. None of those guys were into hardcore. They were like, what is this shit you're listening to? You know what I mean? They're listening to old school hip hop. Yeah, it's like old school hip hop everyone's listening to. Eric B. and Rakim, PMD, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then my boy Danny, rest in peace, he was here that day. I don't know if he was here and you had gotten here and whatever, but he was here. And he died a couple of Super Bowl Sundays ago. But I gave him Life of Agony, River Runs Red. And he was reading the lyrics, and he was like, yo. And I was like, all right. It was like that, and like Stick a Little Scratch the Surface, I think.
Yeah.
I started, like, there was like these 4 or 5 guys that I was super tight with, my Howard Beach guys. And then I started to slowly fucking slip the fucking music into them. Next thing you know, I'm bringing them to L'Amour's. And now I'm bringing them to fucking hardcore. So, yo, Life of Agony is playing, blah, 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 blah. Let's all fucking go. So I was like, I'm not listening to just this shit. Like, yo, bro, like, let's go. So I got other people into this shit. They don't go to shows anymore or anything, but like, actually, my friend James, he saw Life of Agony, I don't know, a couple of years, like 2 years ago or something. He was like, bro, they sounded fucking great. I was like, I know. They fucking sound great. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what my whole point was, but yeah, I was getting people into it. And then,
once people, when you hear hardcore for the first time and you're not like into metal, it sounds fucking nuts. To me, it's important, if someone wants to hear hardcore, they should read the lyrics a little bit too, because the lyrics is what fucking grabbed me.
Something's got to speak to me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I was into metal, Slayer, Creator, Destruction, all that shit, excuse me, all that shit was cool. But then when I heard like Bold, Speak Out, and fucking Outburst, and I'm like, holy shit, these fucking guys are street guys. They're talking about street shit. Yeah. And dude, I took metal. I fucking thought, listen, I still like metal. I'm not gonna,
me too.
But
I'll throw in fucking violence oppressing the masses now and feel like
I agree 100%. But I just threw it behind me. I was like, this is fucking me. These guys are on the street. They might not be in Bensonhurst, but they're in Astoria. They're in Jackson Heights. They understand what the fuck I'm going through, because you grew up in a couple neighborhoods in Brooklyn and Queens. Those neighborhoods when we were growing up were fucking tough.
Yeah. And even like when I was starting to go into the city, like, bro, 1991, 92, New York City wasn't all fucking sweet, bro.
No, it was an ugly. Listen, nowadays in New York, if you look for trouble, you're going to find it. And everybody says how bad it is now. This is nothing compared to what it was. You didn't have to look for it back then. It was everywhere, man. Yep. Fucking everywhere. Yep. I've had guns in my face. Fucking people tried to stab me, cut me.
Yep.
It was fucking nuts, man.
Fucking nuts. And then being a younger knucklehead, you put yourself in positions. You know what I mean? It's
Of
like,
course you do. I mean, did you
hey,
have
I
to?
want to go smoke dust. It's Friday night in
Yeah.
July on a
Yeah.
Friday night at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna leave the house. I'm gonna jump on the A train, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna go at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go all the way up to 116th Street in Harlem, and
Yeah.
and I'm the only white guy.
No, that's a good idea. Do it.
Yeah, it's perfect because I don't care what's gonna happen to me. I'm super motherfucker. I don't care. So I
Yeah.
go, and what do? You walk into a burnt out building that looks like New Jack City because there's dudes on the fucking roof with walkie talkies telling the people inside who's walking in the building, and then the elevator don't work, so you have to walk up to the 4th floor, taking the steps, and there's flickering lights, and there's people in the staircase, and then you got to knock on the, and you can't fuck up. You got to knock on the door. Not 1, 2, 3, or 5 times, 4 times. That's it. 4 knocks, and then you get your shit, and then you have to hope. Then you have to backtrack and leave past all these people, leave the building. Hopefully, because there's people watching the building. People walk out, and you get fucking robbed for your shit. So make sure that doesn't happen. Then you got to go back on the train, and then you get high on the train, and hopefully you make it home.
Yo,
That's a Friday night.
Yeah, yeah. We used to walk in the Marlboro Project.
Yeah.
Like we belonged there.
Right.
We used to go get our shit. I would go into car service. The car service guy would be begging me, no, not in the car, not in the car. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
you know what I think it is also? We walked around in those fucked up places like we belong there, and that's probably why it happened.
Yeah, yeah. If you walk into those projects or those fucked up places, if you look like a fucking tourist, you're gonna get took.
Yeah.
I mean,
walk in there like I belong here. That's what I did.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's funny because the first time I walk in there, I walk there like you belong there. But then once I'm high and I gotta go back, I'm all fucked up.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
It's bad.
All of a sudden,
on the inside, you're bugging the fuck out, but on the outside, you gotta just be like, you know.
Yeah, you know what? That's city life. That's what I mean. I'm sure a lot of cities are like that.
Of course.
But New York was different, bro. You had to like find a way to like if you like to look but don't stare, you know? Don't look away but look away. There's these fucking rules. I remember
the eye contact could be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people get pistol whipped for staring.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? They get fucking pistol whipped. And people think it's funny with the accent. What do you do? Like, it's not fucking funny. You see somebody's face get busted the fuck open only because they looked and see who was in the fucking car.
Yeah.
Like I was telling my friend. Well, me and my friend, we grew up in the same block in Bensonhurst. I was telling him, we were talking about it, and in my neighborhood, if you walked around smiling all the time, you got cracked for being a happy dick. Now, if you, yeah. Now, if you walked around with a hard face, you got cracked for being a hard guy. So you had to find a fucking way to get through that. And every corner had 20, 30 people on it.
Yeah.
I used to have to go to my girlfriend's house. I used to have to walk 2 blocks around so I didn't get fucking beat up.
Yeah.
This shit was nuts back then. People were shooting each other, stabbing, fucking, it was fucking nuts. And this is not even a ghetto.
No.
It's not a black area or
13th Avenue.
It's fucking 13th Avenue, 18th Avenue, Bay Parkway, Bath Avenue. All these places were fucking.
Well, there was fucking at that time, all that shit. There was like little pseudo fucking mob wars going on too.
Dude, everywhere. I remember when
there was all connected people getting fucking shot. There was like fucking little.
Yeah, man. And it was like the OG mob too. Like I'd be sitting in my room and I'd hear the car explode. It fucking blew up a car. Yeah. Or fucking I remember I just got home and I heard fucking like machine guns going off. And what it was it was when Gregory Scarpa got shot in the face, and one of the guys I hung out with and around all the time was the guy who fucking shot him.
Yeah.
It was fucking nuts, man. I mean,
well, they blew up the car that fucking killed what's his face that was intended for John Gotti right up on fucking It was like between 40. It was on 86th Street, right where the fucking.
No, yes, right, almost right near the catering hall. What was it? The Cerritos? No.
Yeah, right now it's the parking lot to AutoZone.
Was that Cerritos?
Right across the street from fucking
the gas station over there.
Yeah, but there's the Italian restaurant that's right across the street too. I want to say Torre Grossa, but that's the funeral home.
Yeah, Torre Grossa
is on the right on that corner.
Yeah, it's on the corner, and then you got the fucking Optimo. Yeah. I think it was Cerritos, it was called. And the car blew up right there. Yep. Then there was one blew up right on my fucking block.
Frankie DeChico. That's who got blown up.
Frankie DeChico, right.
It was intended for John Gotti. And that was in the late 80s. That was in the late 80s on 86th Street, bro. They blew up the fucking car.
Yeah. Bro, 86th Street is a busy street.
Yeah.
Give a fuck. Busy. I mean, there was people...
They make movies about this shit, dude. It's fucking nuts.
Yo, you know what's funny? People, when I tell people like some stories about the neighborhood and shit, it's almost like they don't believe it because they see what the neighborhood is now. But like our age in that neighborhood, yo, you could get killed for fucking anything. There was no video. No. I mean, some of the kids, I remember the kids.
If there was a camera outside of a store, chances are it didn't work. It was a dummy camera.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, I remember picking up the phone on 14th and 86th, and you would hear mad clicks. They tapped it.
Oh, yeah.
I remember they were on 13th Avenue. There was a top floor to the bank. Everybody was on surveillance. They were watching everybody. It was the Wild West. It was, you know what Howard Beach was like that.
Oh, I know.
South Ozone Park was like that. Yeah. You know, Bensonhurst, I don't know, Bay Ridge, not too much, but probably a little bit.
Probably a little bit, not as much as
Gravesend. Yeah. Like, you know, mobsters, they ran the shit, man. And it was easy to get killed or beat up or stabbed just for anything. No cameras, bro. They kill you, go home and go to bed.
Yeah, 100%. Go eat dinner and meet up with their girlfriend.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember one time we were on the corner and back then, if you were on the corner selling, let's say, weed, you couldn't just do that for yourself. You had to have somebody. You had to kick back to somebody.
100%. You need permission.
And yeah, you had to pay protection. So so somebody else came to the corner, like a gangster's nephew or whatever, but wrong corner, wrong time. And the young kids were selling on that corner. He tried to shake them down, and I'll never forget it. The kid Albert came up to me. He goes, "Watch what happens in like 15 minutes." Yo, sure enough, man, the older guys came, and he grabbed the guy and he told the young kids, "Go to work." Yo, the kids they ran to the deli, grabbed the Gatorade bottles, and back then they weren't plastic.
Glass.
Yo, busting this guy open, bro. Listen, at that time, it sounds fucked up. Listen, you know what I did? I turned my back and I went the other way, bro.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? What am I next because this guy's a fucking asshole?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But you remember those times?
Of course I do, bro. There was shit happening like that all the time, bro.
I can't.
On Flatbush Avenue, I think I was having. I might have brought it up when I was talking with Bobby Biohazard, which was one of the awesome fucking episodes I did with Bobby Hamble. And
I watched that today, by the way. Good episode, yeah.
Bro, Bobby doesn't do those things, bro.
He said that too.
He even said and you know what? What did he say? He was like, the only reason
Brooklyn.
Is because you're from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Yeah.
That right there, like the definition of a Brooklyn dude, Bobby.
Oh, dude. Absolutely.
All day. So
yeah, man.
Yeah. So I think I don't know if I mentioned it with him, but whenever I think of Bobby, I think Flatbush Avenue. But there was like 7 bars down like this 4 Avenue fucking strip on the same.
I used to go down there sometimes. Yep.
Bro, that was my fucking home, bro.
Yeah.
So it was like there was a place called O'Halloran's, and then there was the Moonbeam, and then there was the Cuckoo's Nest and the Turtle Shell.
Cuckoo's Nest, holy
shit, bro.
Yeah,
the Cuckoo's Nest, the Turtle Shell, the this, and then you wound up at the Night Owl, and then there was Lenny and John's.
I can't believe you just said Cuckoo's. You just brought me back.
Bro, I had fucking many a fucking drunken shenanigans in the Cuckoo's Nest, bro.
How the fuck are we here?
I don't know, because there was a lot of shit going because
Yeah.
I might have mentioned this too, but it was Friday nights at Vic's Moonbeam was $10 all you can drink, and it was dollar bottles and dollar shots. So if you gave the guy at the front a $10 bill, you walk in and you got like a red fucking Solo cup, and you can drink all the beers you want. But
What does that equal? That equals violence.
Oh, bro, and you needed a library card to get in there. Everybody was. I was underage, so you wanted a bottle of Bud, it was $1. You want a shot of anything, it's $1.
Oh God! Oh.
So you go there with $30. You can potentially go there with $10 and get hammered and drink 90 beers. But you go there with $30 in your pocket on a Friday night, and it's game over. So we used to go there, and a lot of times between 11:30 and 1, there's a brawl. And we all knew each other. Like, everybody knew. Like, I might not know you, but we know each other because we're all here every Friday. Everyone's cool. Familiar faces. Everyone's cool. Then there would be that one douchebag jerk-off that comes from a different neighborhood, thinking with his chest out, and he'll walk in there like he's somebody. And it's like everybody's like the record player just stops, and we all look, and this guy's a jerk off. And I'll be like, give this guy 10 minutes. 5 minutes later, this guy's getting ran the fuck out of town. There's a brawl outside. You know how many brawls I got into? Most of them were because of my jerk off, hairy, fat fuck sister and her friend. But a lot of
hairy fat fuck.
Yeah. Huh?
Make sure you get that in there.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And so because of her and her friend, a lot of times shit would pop off because of them two. Complete bar brawls because of them two. Complete dumping out into the street, baseball bats, cops in the middle of the street, cars screeching, people fucking getting pumped up. 40 ounce bottle. 40 ounce. No, it took the cops.
It happens.
Cops take 20 minutes to come there. But
people are dead by then.
Yeah, 40 ounce bottles that I don't know where the fuck they came from are getting thrown.
Yeah, you know what?
40 ounce bottles and.
That was your spot over there, right? Flatbush Avenue, right?
For a little while, yeah.
My spot was in Bay Ridge, the Bay Ridge, 3rd Avenue. I'm with my friends, and we go into Cobblestones.
Well, that's when the Wicked Monk was still on the 3rd Avenue.
Yeah, Wicked Monk and places like that. We walk into this place called Cobblestones. Nickel beer. Nickel. Fucking nickel. Yo, 2 hours later, chairs. People are fucking on the floor holding their fucking teeth.
Yeah.
No cops.
Yeah.
No cops. You know what shit went down before the cops got there, bro? It's almost like they got there.
You just made me think about it. In the Moonbeam, I think they were smart. There was only like 6 bar stools. Other than that, there was no tables and chairs.
Nah, you didn't come out.
It was standing room only. Because if there was tables and chairs, there would be a lot of tables and chairs too getting thrown. But there wasn't.
There were so many brawls. There were so many fucking brawls at fucking Rollin' Roaster that they nailed the napkins things to the table. You couldn't hit nobody with them. See? That's true shit, bro.
I believe it.
We were everybody was smashing each other with the napkin holders, so they fucking screwed them down. You couldn't move them. Don't call the cops. Screw them down.
Yeah.
Fucking, what a time. Listen, I wouldn't change it for everything. For anything, I got to tell you.
There was brawls all the time outside of Lenny and John's. All the time. Because that's where everybody eventually got down to after they hit all the Flatbush bars. Everyone wound up at 3 o'clock in the morning, hammered from all the bars at Lenny and John's.
And nobody's in good shape.
Nobody.
Nobody's in good shape.
Fluorescent lights in there. People are hammered. There's fucking quadruple parked from fucking because they had delivery guys like crazy. I don't know if you watched if you watched the episode I did with Louis Beto.
I did not. I didn't.
Because Louis Beto delivered for fucking Lenny and John's. Evan Blyo has it delivered for Lenny and John's.
Really?
Yeah. So they were in cars. They their delivery, they would go all the way, but they would deliver it to fucking all the way down to Marine Park, Milk Basin. They would deliver anywhere. So they had a ridiculous business, and they're still open. They refurbished the place, but they're still there.
There was, do you remember La Balloons?
No, I don't think I like the name of that place though.
Yeah, nah, nobody liked it. Yo, there was a brawl in there one night, right? And this kid got jumped. So everybody, they pushed everybody outside. He came back like an hour later with one of those. What's not the Explorer? What's the bigger one? The Excursion?
Yeah, that excursion.
Yeah, the real big one, whatever the biggest one was, bro. He came back like an hour later and fucking ran everybody over. The whole fuck. Yo, there were girls screaming underneath the truck, bro. Nuts. Yeah. Fucking nuts. I think about it now and I'm like, how did that? And then you went home and you went to bed because it was such a common thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I got sliced tonight. Put a bag there, you go home. Like,
all right. The next day, there's no cell phone, so you like call the guy's house and maybe they're up, and then you meet up later, like, bro, you all right? Yo, yeah, come over. Then we talk about what happened the night before, and then you got to watch your back in your own neighborhood, and then fuck. That was Friday night, so it's Saturday. I'm not gonna go out. So all right, so we gotta go. We gotta watch our back. Fucking ridiculous.
I got fucking beat up one time in Beirut. I got jumped by the bouncers, right?
I got cracked around by a bouncer once.
Yeah,
a place called the Mouse Trap. The Mouse Trap.
I got fucking beat up at the Violent Zone. The fucking Violent Zone. We called it the Violent Zone. So I got beat up by them, right? Of course, you didn't go to the hospital. You didn't go to the doctor. You kind of went home, like. So all I hear is this. I hear banging. I'm in my bed and I look up and it's my father. He's like, asshole. The whole fucking bed is ready. He goes, get up and take care of yourself. He goes to work. But, that's it, man. You got up, you licked your fucking wounds, and you do it again tomorrow.
That's what we did.
That's what you had to. What choice did you have?
You didn't.
Man, it's just what it was, man. And how people, like, growing up the way we did, like, how people turn sensitive and soft and in touch with their feminine side.
My daughter says that, Dad, you know what pisses me off? What's that, honey? When guys say that they're in touch with their feminine side, why do you even have that? She tells me. She said, like, why do you even have that?
I love her. Really, that's great. That's great.
Look at her. I'm like, I love the way you are. I love it. I didn't even feed that to her. She just hit me with that out of nowhere. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, you know what? She's right, though. There's no feminine side because there's no feminine side. That's why. Right. We're just built differently. Yeah, and we were built without tags, where you at, or fucking markers that look on the phone. Oh, Jimmy's over there. You had to go find people. You had to go, if I was out all night, it could have been a multiple. I could be in jail. I could be banged up somewhere. I could be just with a girl. But nobody knew nothing. But we took care of ourselves.
Yeah. We
got through.
We got through. We made it home.
Yeah. Like my daughter's 14. If she went, like, got on a subway to Manhattan, I'd fucking kill her.
Yeah, me too.
I was doing that at like 11.
Yeah.
Jumping on trains.
Cutting out of school.
Yeah.
Going to the fucking village by myself. Yep. Drinking beers, buying whippets.
Yeah. Getting robbed.
Yeah, getting robbed.
Yeah. What did you get? I got sheetrock. What? That smells like burnt bread.
Yeah.
No. This one's fake, but the other ones you gave me are real.
Right.
Yeah, right.
God. You buy a fucking bag of fucking seeds and stems from Washington.
Oh my God. Dude, you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
It's $20. You get a little fucking pillow of a bag of seeds and stems. Because it's hand to hand. You don't look at it.
Nah, you can't look at it.
Bounce.
You got to make it quick. My friend used to be like, yo, You got a bag of seeds. You know what? You pay for it, crush them and smoke them. Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. All right. You remember Washington Square Park and those places when you walk in, you'd get fucking hoarded.
oh yeah.
Yo, yo, fuck this guy, bigger and better. Fuck him, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, his shit's whack.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it was even like that.
I know. But now it's like these kids are just smoking everywhere. They don't know the struggle.
Yeah. There is no struggle.
No.
And the struggle was real, wasn't it?
Smoke blunts in between the train cars going into
Yeah, man. I mean, they're doing like listen, I don't care. It's weed. But like when I'm with my daughter, I don't like people blowing out everywhere. Like, I don't really want her to smoke weed.
No.
Is she going to? It's a possibility. I mean, it's all over the fucking place. I went through central booking for 3 fucking days for weed.
Right.
You know, so
yeah.
I don't know.
I went through central booking not for weed. It was assault and vandalism. And then I got out.
You vandalized.
I vandalized Kingsborough College. And I got to a fight.
Did you?
Yeah. I got escorted out of Kingsborough with silver bracelets. They fucking, bro, there was like the 6'2" or whatever the precinct is over there, and every single security guard fucking car. I was taken out of the library building, and there's like steps, like 10 steps, and then as they're taking me out, there's a million people passing classes and shit on the campus, and there's cops with sirens. It's no sound, but the sirens are all up. And there I am I get handcuffed, and they pull me down the stairs. And it looked like I murdered somebody. Like, people all staring like, what the fuck? Bro, I went through bookings. I went through bookings for it. And then I got out. And then I went back to the school. And they were like, I was in my class or whatever. And security came and they called me. And I had to go back there. They hit me with like a whole fucking pad of paperwork with like an itemized bill of like all the shit that they had to like fix and paint and all that shit, right? And I had to pay for it. And for some reason, I had like $800 in my pocket, and the bill was like $670 something. So this fucking head of security, he was a jerk off, and I let him know all the time that he was a jerk off. And I was like, oh, okay. So I pulled out the money and I peeled off $700 bill and I put it down. I said, keep the change. Can I go back to this fucking class? And he looked at me like I had fucking lobsters coming out of my ears. He looked at me like I was out of my mind. And then that same weekend, me and a bunch of my Howard Beach friends, we're in the West Village. We're going somewhere, drinking 40s. And like down the block, there's a commotion. And, you know, what do? We go towards the commotion.
Yeah, you have to
see what's going on. So
yeah.
On the way there, it was windy out. And on the way there, I had a half a joint inside my hat flap. Right? I had a half a joint in there. So I'm in a doorway, and I'm fucking trying to light it. And also, I get this. I get a tap, and I turn around, and it's a fucking cop.
Oh God!
And he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." He's like, "Do you want to go to jail for the rest of the weekend for that?" And I said, "No." And I drew it and I walked away. I would have went back to bookings on the weekend,
which is easy 3 days.
Easy because if you get arrested on Friday, you're not seeing Saturday, Sunday. There's no judge. It's not open.
Nope,
you'll be there till like Tuesday.
Yeah, you're fucked. And you said before they don't know the struggle. They get arrested now. They're out in 24. Am I right?
I'm assuming so.
Not us. No. 3 days. And if they didn't like you, they put your paper on the bottom. 4 days. There was a guy when I was at Central Booking one of the few times, he jumped the turnstile, but he was such a jerk off to the cops. They were fucking with his papers. Bro, he was in there for a fucking week. For jumping a turnstile, and I was in there for selling to an undercover. I'm like, holy shit, I'm never getting the fuck out of here. I was praying for Rikers Island. The bullpens are fucked up.
Bro, this guy's kicking dope underneath my
man.
Bro, crazy. The toilet bowl. There was this one guy. All of a sudden, like I'm minding my business. I'm sitting there, I'm tired. I'm fucking whatever. And next thing you know, I hear people screaming and yelling. And there's this dude, skinny, crackhead black dude. And he has his pants like down by his knees, but he's not sitting on the toilet bowl. He's kind of hovering, and he's holding his stomach, and he's blowing fucking syrup out of his ass. And he's just like, yo, my stomach, it's the milk. And next thing you know, bro, people wanted to beat the fucking shit out of it. Next thing you know, the people start throwing the milk cartons and the oranges in there. And next thing you know, the fucking toilet bowl is leaking, and there's a guy kicking dope underneath me.
They're not letting you out.
Get me
and
out.
You're not getting
All
out.
I wanted is a shower and a bed.
Yo, it's funny you said that about the toilet. I'll never forget this.
That was 1994.
Wow, I was in there in 91 one of the times, like in 91, but I remember this kid. I'll never forget it because they had if Central Booker, if you remember, they had like 3 cells, and then on one side was the big bullpen.
Yes.
So we were all packed. The bullpen's made for like 10, but there was like 25 of us in there.
Of course there was.
I'll never forget this kid, Raul. Fucking Raul. He goes over to the toilet. He just pulls his pants, bro. And he was like with his face, like, and he was crooked, and he was like, yeah, sitting. Yo, he wasn't even hovering. He was sitting. His legs were like this, and he was like, and all the black dudes were like, yo, this nigga's foul, bro. Yo, it was so bad, and he was like, I don't give a fuck, bro. People underneath the benches. Sleeping on their sneaker with no laces because they take your lace so you don't hang yourself.
Yeah, you're using your fucking shoe as a pillow underneath.
Yeah, man.
Slab.
I had one Reebok here and the other one on my hand, so nobody took it.
There you go.
Yeah, but you know what? Day 1, I was nervous.
Yeah.
2 and day 3.
First hour.
Yeah.
And then
it's a little weird.
It's a little weird. You got to read the room.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Day 3, I was swinging fucking Newports, fucking $5.
I'm trading shit. I didn't want the bologna sandwich. Fuck that. So I'm trading bologna sandwiches for oranges.
Yep.
I don't want the room temperature milk. I'll take an orange. Bro, I ate oranges for fucking couple days.
And a box of Frosted Flakes. I
didn't get Frosted Flakes.
I remember they gave me a box of Frosted, small ones, right?
Yeah.
And a thing of milk. And I was fucking psyched. I was like fucking pounding down the Frosted Flakes. Then I busted open the milk and it was powdered milk. Terrible.
Bro,
powdered milk is one of the worst fucking things ever.
That's bad.
But everybody was fucking pounding it. So I figured, it's good for them. It's good for me. Yeah, no. Yeah, day 1, you read the room, you fucking settle in. Listen, day 3, I was in there on my birthday. They had a bologna sandwich with a Newport sticking out, and the black dude's like, happy birthday, convict. How long do you have? Bro, it was like a party, like. And I got out, and I burnt all the clothes that I had on.
Yeah.
I threw them in the fucking furnace.
Yeah, I went home and my jerk off stepfather, because my sister had gone through bookings, he did time, so I get home. It was almost like Goodfellas. Like my stepfather was like, basically you broke your cherry, and then he just looks over at my mother. It's like, you're the only one. Talks to my mother. You're the only one that hasn't locked up yet. Like you got to do something here.
You got to make that happen.
You got to make that happen so everybody in the family can be a degenerate.
I went up to see remember when you're down there, you got to go upstairs to the holding cell to see the legal aid? So I'm up there in my cell, and the legal aid comes over. He's like, listen, I'll have you out of here like a half. He was an old school Brooklyn guy, or Queens guy. He's like, I'll have you out in a half hour. Don't worry about it. He goes, I got some advice for you. I'm like, what's up? He goes, take a shower. I don't give a fuck. He go take a shower, he tells me. I'm like, wow, I fucking stink like that. Bro, terrible.
Yeah.
Your clothes had like a film.
Yeah, it was disgusting, bro.
Terrible.
What's nuts? Yeah, as you say, you remember upstairs and you go see the legal. Yeah, I was like, I remember all that shit, bro. That's 30 years ago, and I remember that.
Yeah, man, crazy.
30 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. It's a. How about the guy? Did you have a guy having a seizure in there?
The guy underneath me kicking dope.
Yeah, there was a guy having a sticker. They always fake a fucking seizure, and the COs are kicking him. Get up, motherfucker, get up. And the guy's on the floor shaking. But, who the fuck knows if he's telling the truth? They probably seen that a million fucking times. Like, get up, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But interesting fucking times, I tell you, man. Can't trade him.
No.
I mean, you got to not like it to never go back.
I only went, bro. There's so many times that I deserved to go back.
Yeah, God bless.
Every weekend.
Yeah. Always some bullshit.
Friday, Saturdays, and sometimes on Sundays. Absolutely. But I only went through once.
Once. Twice in Long Island. Once in Brooklyn. Once in Staten Island. And I don't even want to say it, but I'll say it once in Jersey.
Oh,
yeah. It took me a long time to mature.
Hey, listen, I wasn't mature. I just got lucky.
You know what? Maybe it's just we didn't really give a fuck too, though.
No.
Like, if you gave a fuck about the consequence, you really wouldn't do it. But there's like a part of you that cares about it, and the other part's like, what do I give a fuck? I'm doing this anyway.
Right.
TNT. Remember TNT? Technical Narcotics Task Force.
I do. I did. They never fucked with me though.
Yeah, they're the ones that bagged me, and they throw me in the van, and there's like 6 other people in the van with their way in the fuck. Yeah, it was fucking nuts, man. One guy was ratting. They ended up killing him. Somebody killed him. He was pointing to the cops. Oh, that's the door they go in. And I'm thinking to myself, this fucking guy's nuts. And they killed him like a month later. They shot him.
Of course.
What'd you think was gonna happen, right?
Oh, there was consequences back then.
Yeah, fucking everything. But you know what? That's what made rules, man.
Yep.
They were fucking rules.
Yep.
But now, we could go on and on about that. There's no fucking rule.
Yeah. Social media on top of it and everyone fuck that.
Yeah, listen, I say it all the time. I know you agree. Everyone needs to get punched in the face.
Mm-hmm.
At least one time. You have to get hit. They should bring that hashtag bring back the punch to the face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Like a good beating. Like a good one.
Yeah, like a nice beating. Because for a while there, you thought you were tough. I thought I was tough. Then I caught a couple beatings, and I'm like, all right, I'm tough. I could take a beating, but I don't want to take no more beatings.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to get punched in the face. If it happens, it happens. But
yeah,
if it happens, don't think that you're not going to walk away unscathed.
Yeah, exactly. That, and like I said, like, what we were just saying, there were no cameras to help you. There was no video. You got fucking beat up. Mm-hmm. You fucking got up and you went home.
Right.
That's it. You fucking chalked it up. Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Everybody behave.
Yeah, the people that give fuck ended up dead, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how that goes.
That's how it goes.
How about that? The Brooklyn Blast Furnace.
Hey, look at that, huh? You're on the furnace.
10 fucking years you've been doing this. You got me on one time.
Well, it started with me booking shows. Remember? I was booking shows. And
man.
And then me and Jeff Lucky 13 and John Candaria, that's when we were all still,
I remember that.
I was booking shows. And then we decided to do the podcast because we had an idea to do the fucking whole weekend outside thing. Remember?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
I was going to, we have a small show on Friday night. Saturday, we were going to block off all of Sackett Street. We were going to get fucking, that's when John was still fucking signed to Metal Blade Records. Fucking Jeff knew people. It was Jeff's spot. I would promote it. I would get local bands and that. The other thing, we would have the whole big thing, and then a Sunday matinee. But that never happened because Jeff Lucky 13 got too hammered and he missed the phone call to get the permit.
Oh God!
Yeah.
But you know what? That's how that type of shit goes.
Right, and I get it. I wasn't there. I was like, all right. But then when we started the podcast to promote what we were gonna do. And then we realized, like, yo, the podcast is fun. Let's just keep it going. And next thing you know, it's like, all right, then Jeff couldn't do it, which I get it because, because me, I'm like, I want to go every week. It has to be consistent. So then I did all the way up to episode 50 with John. And then episode 50 on, from 51 on, has been just me.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's like 300, almost 400 episodes total.
Yo, when you started booking the shows, and that's when A Breed Apart was just forming too. Yo, we had some good fucking times.
Yeah.
Some good times, but playing shows. Yo, I thank you too for putting us on. You put us on a lot.
Actually, you gotta thank Tommy.
Yes. I was just gonna say that. Tommy's the one.
Tommy was the one because I was putting together the first matinee and I wanted another band. And I was with Tommy and Tony. And Tommy was like, yo, my buddy Anthony has a band called A Breed Apart. I'm sure they'll play. He put us in contact. You were like, boom, and that was it. Yeah,
that's right. As a matter of fact, yeah, Tommy was the one.
Give credit where it's due. It wasn't me. It was Tommy putting in the word. And then I was like, yo, let's do it. And you did it. I was like, all right.
Because I know Tommy longer than anybody. I know Tommy a long fucking time because he used to work with my boy Eric on the sanitation for years.
Right.
And so I knew Tommy for quite a while. But yeah, I remember that was the connect to you. And you put us on a lot, bro. And it was fucking every time was great. You and you know who else too? I mean, there was a few people. Kenny Wagner put us on. A lot of people put us on. But you and Jeff and Rage, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta give a shout out to Jeff and Rage, man.
Yeah, 100%. Because I would be bullshitting with Jeff and Rage because Jeff at that time was bartending at Mother Pug's.
Yes.
So I actually had you guys. It was a couple of Blast Furnace shows I had at Mother Pug's too.
Yeah, I got a big shout to Jeff, man. He was always good to A Breed Apart. Yep. He put us on a lot of shows, and
he's a good dude,
big shout to him, man. Good dude, yeah. And like I said too, you, him, Kenny Point Blank, and that was a good time for, I think, hardcore in general. You had your thing going. We were coming up. There was a lot of new bands popping up. The Veterans Benefit was fucking bonkers. Bonkers.
One of my favorite. That might be my all-time favorite show that I ever did.
That is my all-time favorite. Not just because we played, but because everybody was there together for one fucking thing. There was no political bullshit. Every band that played, people were surfing, going fucking nuts.
It was that whole day. Like, I don't remember what time. Let's just say doors were 2:00. There was people
packed.
It was packed from doors until after I left.
Yeah.
I left way after. Bro, shout out to fucking Murphy's Law. Bro, I hit up Jimmy G. Murphy's Law played for free. Like, it was.
Well, didn't you stayed with me that night, I think.
Did I?
Me and you went back to Sayreville.
It's possible.
Yeah. Me and you went back to Sayreville because I forgot what was going on, but I think you stayed with me because we went in together or whatever. Right. But yeah, that show, you're right. From start to fucking finish was fucking bonkers. Everybody gave them support. Yo, what was this guy's name who took all the dope pictures too, man?
Mattis Photography.
AJ Montague. That guy?
Yeah.
Montague,
yeah, he took dope pictures. Shout out to Sean Story. I don't know where he fucking disappeared to.
I missed that kid too.
But he's the one that took out of his own pocket and laid out the money for the 50 fucking t-shirts he made just for that show. And
I still got mine too.
And I think I might have one. I don't know. And I went to give him the money, like to pay him back for what he laid out. He's like, nah, man. So
good fucking dude, man.
He didn't take the money that he laid out for the shirts.
Yeah.
And sponsors. There was fucking raffles, tattoo fucking.
Yo, we were throwing out free shit. Remember the grab bags? What were we calling them?
I don't know. They were grab bags.
Yeah, me and you were bugging out extra shit.
Yeah. There was gift certificates to tattoo shops, restaurants, Rich Zola took that one picture of Madball from the middle of the Grand Victory, and there was a 24 by 36 fucking photo of Madball that he took when they played the Grand Victory. It was Sub-Zero and Madball, and it was this dope fucking picture, bro. And he took it and he fucking mailed it to Freddie Madball. Freddie fucking signed it. Freddie mailed it to Hoya. Hoya signed it. Mitch signed it. Fuck, everyone signed it. And then it came back to fucking Rich Zola, and then we framed it. So all 4 Madball guys signed it, and that was like that, and like a grab bag and this and a tattoo fucking thing was like the grand prize.
You know what? I haven't seen him in a long time, but he's a good dude too, man. And he takes great fucking pictures.
He was there on Sunday.
I didn't even see him, man. I didn't even see him. He's always been a good dude to me too, man.
Yeah,
always took great pictures. Just good. See, that's why these shows, a lot of people I don't want to see, they probably don't want to see me neither. But there's people like that, like you, like Rob, you know, but yeah, he took great pictures. I started rearing off just now, fucking anxious.
It happens. It happens. Sometimes this thing goes off the rails and no one even realizes.
But that veterans benefit, we had all that shit going on. My brother did the live podcast. He did Growing Up Not Grow live. Everybody came in, did different. Bro, it was just a good. What a great.
Sal came there, and then Sal went to go see Black Sabbath, and then came back to the show. Paulie Nugent, shout out to Paul. I haven't spoken to Paulie in a long time. Paulie Nugent goes to Brooklyn, was our MC. He was introducing the band.
Introducing people. He was like, my boys are bringing the pot. I was like, yeah, motherfucker. Yo, that shit was nuts, man.
Yeah, that was a great fucking night, man.
Yeah, that was one. That one's dear to my heart right there because it was just top to bottom. Every band, all the people, no bullshit.
Everything about that night was perfect. Everything about that night was perfect, but I have one little asterisk.
Let's hear it.
That's the night that I met so-and-so.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, the vamp.
That was the night I met so-and-so.
Oh, man.
And you know what, though? You know what, bro? I'll never forget it, bro. I will never forget it. I'm standing right inside the club, and I'm talking with Tony Reason Enough, right? And I'm standing there, I'm talking, blah, blah, blah. And he looks at me, and he goes, I don't like that one. And I was like, why? He was like,
picture his face.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know. I don't like that one. And I was like, and you know what? We spoke. And I was like, I should have fucking listened to you.
Should have listened. And you wouldn't have had the white knuckle.
No white knuckles.
Big shout out to fucking Tony Reason Enough. Tony M's my boy. I fucking love him. I was with him the other day, man. I love that guy. Big shout to Tony.
Yeah, listen, I don't speak to him very often. There's no issues between me and him.
Yeah, good.
No. All that shit, everybody, for the most part, everybody's like, what the fuck ever. It's stupid stuff. But
exactly.
Just stupid stuff. But like Tony, like I won't get into the whole thing because I wrote a book and all this whole shit that's being edited and shit. You know all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's shit that I wrote, and I thank Tony. Like I don't know if I'm sure he does realize because me and him actually had a conversation in my kitchen that day, and when everybody was here, and that dude fucking helped me out a lot, bro.
Yeah, man. He's legit.
Tony fucking helped me out in a lot of fucking ways, bro, and he didn't have to. Because I wouldn't have, if there was somebody that needed help and they were me while I was in that condition, I'd be like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, man. He's different, man. He's built different, you know.
He helped me a lot. I thank him. I tell all the fucking fucked up shit I did throughout those days, and when I was still drinking like a fucking animal, I had nowhere to go. My mother had recently died. I was a fucking mess, bro. And that motherfucker helped me out, man. And I thank him several times in that book. And like I might get like a little deep and a little emotional in there talking about about how I appreciate Tony. And I don't know if he realizes or not, but that dude helped me a lot. And like I'll never forget that shit.
There's he's up here in my book, man, with the best of them.
Yep.
Yeah, if I called him right now and I said, bro, I need you here, I guarantee you 15 minutes he's over that fucking bridge.
Yeah.
He won't even ask me what it is until he gets here.
Right.
And you know what? I would do the same, bro. If he was in a tunnel, I'd light my hand on fire and show him the way out. That's my emotion. As you see one tear come down, just one.
Just one. Yeah, I mean, if he asks me for anything, 100%. Like I feel like, even though I know that he doesn't expect anything, but
it's here.
I kind of feel like I owe that guy something. You know what I mean? But me, him, and I guess it's his wife now. I don't know. I'm not gonna put that out there. But we were having a conversation in my kitchen, and I was like, bro, I even said, I was like, bro, I feel like I shouldn't have handled things the way I did, blah blah blah. And he was like, but he looked at me. He was like, bro, he's like, the shit that you were going through at that time, I don't fucking blame you for how you are.
See that, bro? Who understands that?
Right.
You know who understands that shit? Real fucking people, real friends. Like, yo, even whatever you were going through, I was going through some shit too. I held no ill will with you at all.
Right.
Ever. Because I understand. You got some shit happen. I got some shit happen. People talk that what the fuck? Fuck you, bro. Listen, when I called you, you always pick up the fucking phone no matter what. And so, listen, you got your fucking problem with somebody, handle it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what, though? At the end of the day, when all that bullshit was all going on, the only person that I legit had a problem with was her.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
I didn't have a problem with anybody. And I never did.
Yeah.
I never did. And I still don't. People want to still fucking think whatever. I don't care. But I never had a problem with everyone. The fucking problem was her who shouldn't have fucking stuck her nose where it didn't belong. And because of her, it escalated into this person, that person, like, bro, this girl is going to get you fucking hurt.
Yeah.
They're not going to fucking hit a girl. And next thing you know, and then everyone, of course, that's what happens with social. This one comments, this one comments, this one comments. Next thing you know, this one comment, and then it's like, yo, and you have no idea, nobody knows but her, and that the amount, bro, no joke, for years, there was numerous all-out brawl, fucking arguments over all of that between me and her.
I remember you told me that you guys used to beef over that. I mean,
and it's like, yo, man,
how do you not?
Like, I know these. I was like, I know Tony for this song. I know this guy since I'm 15 years old. I know this guy. I never had a problem with anyone. All these people now, because of you.
Yeah.
Now there's issues.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, she put a wedge, you know, but you know what?
Oh, that's long. That's.
You know what though? Yeah, it's over. People, you know, it's over. She's still in that fucking mode, wherever the fuck she's at, and you're here doing your fucking thing. You're talking.
I have no idea what mode she's in, nor do I care. Right?
Nah, it doesn't matter because you just go do your day. Yeah, good luck over there. Go ahead.
It's none of my business.
Yeah, exactly, and then you know nobody gives a fuck. You know, but. You know what? If anybody's still talking shit, fuck them too. You know, everybody does some dumb shit or has a fucking lack of joy or whatever the fuck I do, you do, everybody does. Right. And if your friends can't get past that, they're not your fucking friends, bro. So whatever, you know.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed, like.
I'm pissed, like.
I'm aggravated. But anyway.
Well, you know that we're going on for over an hour and a half already?
Yeah, man. I had a feeling that might happen.
Yeah, me too.
That's all right, though. This was a long time coming anyway. I'm glad you got me on because,
Well,
Yeah,
we were talking
I'm
last
happy to
night.
be here.
We were laughing about the Rob episode on the phone last night. You're like, yo,
Oh man.
I was like, bro, let's do it. We'll fucking do it tomorrow if you want.
Yo, listen, man. Yeah, and we knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because listen, even when we talk on the phone, we say the dumbest shit,
Yeah,
but we
we're annoying.
fucking laugh. It's fucking funny, and that's it. That's
It's
how
just
it is.
dumb. Yeah, all the shit we talk is just nonsense.
Yeah, but you know what?
Even like
It's
when we text, we spelled certain things so we can hear each other saying it.
Yeah, send me the link. Fucking link.
I read it, I'll be like, in my head.
When you text me, I can hear your voice.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Oh
shit! But yo, thanks for having me on, man.
yeah, man. Listen, if a breeder part ever fucking pops off again, you know.
Yeah.
I know that there's I gotta look. Oh fuck, man. Kevin, rest in peace again.
Yeah.
Passing. I gotta get in touch. I don't want to jump all over it, but I want to get in touch with Jeff because there's a show that I am possibly gonna put on, and it's gonna be a benefit show. I'm not doing any shows unless it's a benefit show. I don't care.
I don't blame you. Yeah, that's a good cause.
That, and then once I stop recording, I'll tell you because I don't want to put it out there. But there's a benefit show that I might want to possibly do if needed. So
yeah.
So yeah, but other than that, before we fucking sign off, I got to give a shout out to Generation Records because they're my sponsor on the podcast. Follow them on Instagram at Generation Records. They're located at 210 Thompson Street in the West Village in New York City. They've been around since '92. Fucking go there, T-shirts, fucking CDs, records, everything. They buy collections, the whole deal. Shout out to Marc and Ron Grimaldi. Ron Grimaldi's my man. He looks like he's trapped in a time capsule, and it looks like he's on Spot Ranch because he looks like one of the Manson family.
Spot Ranch.
Yes, but Ron Grimaldi from Death Cycle and all that, it's my guy. And so is Marc. And but yeah, Generation Records, New York City.
Yeah. I'm fucking impressed. You even had your eyes closed.
I had to close my eyes or else it doesn't work.
Bro, I saw that you were computing. I was impressed watching you. I couldn't do that.
I know. Yeah. My eyes have to close when I say that. A couple of people have said that. You gotta have your eyes closed. Yeah, or else it doesn't work.
I couldn't even get that. I'd be Generation Records. Thank you. Thanks for Generation. I said
it like 300 times, so I got it. I still have to say. I still have to close my eyes. But it's like I said, it's just something that doesn't happen.
Hey, listen, it came out.
It did. All right, listen. Be good. I'm gonna send this off to my guy. I just dropped Rob, so I'm gonna drop this probably at some point, like next week or whatever. But I'll let you know.
Listen, we got to go shooting again. You're pretty good with a shotgun, my friend.
Yo,
I was impressed.
Bro, let me tell you something. That shit was mad fucking fun. And
you
know what, though? Because after I left you, I went to go visit my daughter.
Yeah.
You sent me the video, and I was showing her mother and her. And the first thing that my daughter's mother said was, you should have brought Alexa.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. Because another thing, my ex-wife, she called me one day and she was like, would you be opposed if I brought her to the gun range to teach her how to shoot? And I was like, absolutely. Go right ahead. She asked me, are you cool with that? I'm like, absolutely. Because they have fucking mad guns in the house and her husband has guns and they're super responsible and all that stuff.
So, you have to be.
So I trust her and her husband's judgment to fucking teach my daughter how to be safe and all that stuff. So absolutely. And then for some reason, they didn't go. And then once they saw that I went, and then I showed Alexa the video. And then when it did a shotgun, she looked and she just went, like her eyes got big, like, yo, because that fucking thing has kick.
Listen, I tell you what.
That thing was crazy. That shit was mad fun.
You and her, I'll bring his with me anytime, bro. And next time I'll bring the Remington. You know why I got the Remington pump? I got it because that's the one Bunny uses in Platoon. You see that fucking head come apart. But yeah, I'll bring that one with me, and we'll bring a couple different ones. But she could come. I'll bring you if you want to bring her. More than welcome anytime.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Obviously, we'll plan it, and then I'll see if she's
Yeah.
gonna be around. Yeah.
You just let me know.
Stuff
We'll do
take
it.
planning, but yeah, I'm sure
Make it happen.
down. I'm not gonna throw that shotgun in her hands.
No, I wouldn't do that neither. But you know what though? We were shooting slug. If you shoot birdshot, it's a little less.
Yeah.
But that's up to you. Whatever you want to do, we'll make it whatever happen. Whatever you want to do, we'll
And
make
I'll
it
also leave it up to. I'm not gonna force her to do anything, and she'll see.
No. Yeah.
And she'll see. I'm like, listen, but you have to make sure that you.
Yeah.
You're
all that. We'll do all that. Yep.
Yeah, all that.
No problem.
Yeah. Yeah, we
All
definitely
right.
gotta do that. So obviously, I know where to find you. When I get it back, I'll let you know like the day before when I'm gonna drop
Sure.
it. I still gotta. This came up last night, so I still gotta make you a flyer, which won't take very long. But
Yeah, it's fine. That's all good.
yeah, brother. All right, well, you go behave and be.
Act old. Hashtag
I'm
act
gonna
old.
act old because I gotta take a piss and I gotta go act old and go
Yeah, I'm gonna
behave.
do the same thing, and I gotta go slang sandwiches tomorrow.
Peace.
We'll talk about the black guy's cuisine next time.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll do. Oh. All right, bro. Don't go
All
nowhere.
right, man.
We're gonna stop this. We're gonna stop the recording, but don't go nowhere.
All right, man.
Later, bro.
Later, man.